Thank you for joining us today here at Levittown Public Library's Adult Program Stretch Fusion with Debbie. Today is June 15th at approximately 1:30 p.m. Go ahead, Debbie.
All right, thank you very much. Hey, everybody, welcome to our class today. I see all familiar faces here and hopefully in Zoom land. So why don't we start standing up? We're just going to do some shoulder rolls, some arm circles, some leg circles, and get the body just prepared for some stretches. So just bring your shoulders up towards your ears, take them back and around. And bring them around for 2. And 3. We're going to go for 2 more. Here's 4. And 5. Now reverse, take it opposite direction for 1 and 2. Here's 3 and 4. 1 more and 5. So we're going to take some arm circles. So only go as far as is safe for you, especially if you have shoulder issues. You can keep those circles really small, but go as big as you safely can. So bring those arms forward and around all the way and take it for 2. We'll stick with doing 5. Here's 3 and 4 and 5. Now reverse the circles, taking it back and around for 1 and 2. Here's 3 and 4. 1 more and 5. So we're going to start with a little bit of hip. So you're just going to place all of your weight on that left leg and the right toes are gently down. And you're just going to bring the knee forward and back, just opening up the hip, and 2 and back and 3, 2 more. Here's 4 and 5. So we're going to take that to circles. If the circles are not good for you, continue with just opening and closing or any other movement that you feel is safe for you. Right knee is going to come towards the left and around. And 2 and 3, 4 and 5. So now take it outwards for 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 more and 5. Good. So now we're going to be moving our left leg. So bring the left leg in and around for 1 and 2, reverse order. So we are going to do the in and out, 3, 4 and 5 and reverse, taking it for 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and lightly tap the floor and bring the knee in and out, and 2 and 3. Good. Make sure you're not twisting your knee. 4, all the movement from the hip, and 5 and bringing it back to the center. So you're just going to take your heel down on the floor, bring your toes up as close to the shin as possible, and now reach down to the floor, bring it up, taking for 2 and up and 3, just warming up the ankles a little bit, 4 and 5 and bring it down, take it to the other side. So taking it down, bring it up, and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. All right, so we are just going to take a fairly wide stance. We're going to rock side to side, lifting up the heels. I'm going to eventually add arm movements. First, you're going to be reaching across the chest. Then I'm going to say reach towards the ceiling and then back across the chest. So just taking it side to the left and your right. Good. And 2. Good. Keep going. 3 and 4. Reach across and other side. And 2. After 4, we're going to reach up to the sky. This is 3 and 4. So next, up towards the ceiling, reaching it up for 1 and 2. Here's 3, 4, back across the chest, taking it across for 1 and 2, 3, 1 more each side, and 4, and bringing it back. So we are going to take it to a little movement that kind of replicates what I do in a Pilates class with gliders, but we're not using gliders. So you're gonna bring your hands in front of your chest, light fist. Also works on your balance and your core. You're gonna take your right foot in front of the left. And now just like arc it around as you open up the arms. Just slide the leg back and bring it in front. And you can just go out to the side if coming back is bad for you. And bring it front. Here's 3. We're gonna go for 5 of these. And 4, opening up the chest. And 5. And then align your feet together. Bring your hands down. You're going to take it into a slight chair position as the arms go forward. So slowly just come down a little bit. Take that right leg out to the side as both arms open up. Come back to the center. Bring yourself up. Good, same thing. Take it down, out to the side, back to the center, and up. And again, taking it down to the side, the center, and up. 2 more. Take it down to the side, the center. Last one coming up, taking it down to the side, to the center, and up. So you're going to take your right leg and put it slightly behind the left. Your palms are facing up. And you're just going to step back a tiny bit more as you curl the arms. So just tap it back and come forward. If you can reach the heel to the floor, do so, and 2, unless that's a problem, and bring it forward. Stepping it back for 3, and forward. 2 more, and 4, 1 more, and 5, and bring it forward. Good, so we're gonna do all of that on the other side, starting with the right, left foot in front of the right. Hands are out to the chest. You're gonna arc the foot as you open up the arms. So arc it out as you just kind of slide the leg back and bring it in front. Taking it around for 2, and 3. 2 more coming up, taking it for 4. Last one, taking it for 5. And back, but align your feet. Hands are down, your palms are facing back. Taking it into that little bit of a sit down. Left leg out to the side, open up the arms, bring it back. And we're taking it down for 2. To the side, to the center, and up. Here's 3. To the side, to the center. 2 more coming up. Here's 4. To the side, the center, and up. 1 more. It's 5. To the side, to the center, and up. So now the palms face forward. Your left leg is slightly back. You're going to do the same thing. You're going to step it back a little bit more as you curl the arm. So step it back with a curl and bring it forward. Step it back, heel towards the floor, get a stretch, and come back. 3 more. Taking it for 3, 2 more, and here's 4, 1 more, and 5, and bring it up. All right, so the next thing that we're going to do, it's called a mermaid. I'm borrowing a little bit now from Pilates, I borrow from yoga, I borrow from body sculpting, so pick from everybody. So you're going to be having a loose, as if you have an imaginary ball in your hand, and you're going to take a nice deep inhale as you bring your arms up overhead if you can. Exhale as you just lean over to the side. Now just breathe normally. So take your right hand and just drop it a little bit lower and reach it around. And taking it back, tap your fingers and come up. Taking it over to the other side. Drop that left hand, reach it through. Come all the way back up, tap your fingers, and come up. 1 more on each side, taking it over. Drop that right arm, take it through. Come back up, tap the fingers, and come up. 1 more on this other side. Now take it over. Drop the left arm, reach it through. Come all the way back up. And bring the arms down. All right, good job with that. So we are going to do some toe lifts. And then we're just going to rock our feet and do a little bit of some balance. So our toe lifts within your sneakers, within your shoes, you don't have to take anything off. Just lift your toes up as high as you can. Feel what happens in the front of the shins. You're working those muscles, and then slowly lower them back down. Just 2 more times. Lift the toes up as high as you can. Lower them down. 1 more time. Toes all the way up. and lower them down. So now we're not actually gonna lean forward. I want you to shift your weight. I'm turning sideways so that you can see. So right now, your weight should be evenly distributed on your whole foot. Just try to feel the whole foot in your shoe or on the floor. And now you're just going to shift your weight to the front of your feet, the balls of the feet, but you're not really moving. You're not lifting your heels up. You're just lightly shifting the weight forward. And now just shift to the heels, but don't come too far back. And again, feel the weight shift forward and back to the heels. We're gonna one more time, shift the weight forward, back to the heels, and now neutral with the full weight distributed evenly on your foot. All right, so it's called centering. I want you to get that mind-body connection to feel what the body is doing, what you're feeling, and acknowledging what you're feeling that the body is doing. So just making sure everything is in sync with each other. Right, so we are going to take it to a little bit of balance. So balance is so important. So I always throw it in all of my classes, no matter what the class is. So you're placing all the weight on your left leg. We're gonna bring that right knee up. We'll go easy today. I'll just lift for 4, hold for 6, and lower. Your chair's there if you need it. Safety always comes first. So that right knee comes up. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, lower down, 2, 3, and 4. All right, so we're gonna do that again. Lift up, 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, take it down, 2, 3, and 4. Let's go 2 more times. Lift up, 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, take it down, 2, 3, 4, one more time. You got this, bring it up, 2, 3, 4, and hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, take it down, 2, 3, and 4. All right. So you probably felt the muscles in your left calf talking to you. They're probably yelling at you. Holding your body up and letting all the little muscles take over to keep you balanced is working them very hard. So that is normal. That when we do have to train ourselves in balance every day, it's just very important because we lose that sense of balance. Right, so let's move on. You're going to take your right foot. We're not done with that yet. So you're going to place it in front of the left, like you're on your tightrope, heel to toe, with a tiny gap in between, just so that you don't catch one foot on the other. So we're on our tightrope, and I'm turning sideways just so you can see. If your balance is really bad and you feel insecure with that, you can also separate your feet a tiny bit if that helps you. But you want to challenge yourself as much as you can. So we're going to rock the boat, or think of a rocking horse. So you're going to lean forward. You're going to actually lift your back heel up. And now as you take it back, you're lifting the front toes up. And rock it forward, back heel comes up. Rock it back, front toes lift. Take it forward, back heel up. Take it back, front toes up. Let's go one more time. Rock it forward, lift your back heel. Rock it back, lift the front toes. Lower the front toes, but stay on your tightrope. We're going to take it up 1 notch. So now you're going to actually pick up that right foot and place it behind the left. And now put it back in front. So we're adding a little more movement. Taking it behind. Take it in front. Last 2, take it behind. And in front. 1 more, take it behind. And in front, and feet are parallel. All right, so we're going to do those few movements on the other side so that we're even. So starting with lifting the knee up, taking it to our count of 4. You can place your hands anywhere there, either down to the side, on your hips, on the chair, wherever's best for you. So lifting your left knee up, so bring it up, 2, 3, 4, and hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, take it down, 2, 3, and 4. Good, doing that again. Bring it up. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take it down. 2, 3, 4. Let's try that again. Bringing it up. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take it down. 2, 3, 4. We have one more left. And bring it up. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take it down. 2, 3, and 4. All right, so we're going to rock the boat again. So you're going to place your left foot in front of the right, heel to toe, slight gap in between, and just lean it forward a little bit. Back heel comes up. Lean it back, front toes up. Take it forward, the back heel lifts. Take it back, front toes up. 2 more, take it forward, the back heel is up. And back, front toes lift. Last one, take it forward, the back heel comes up. Take it back, front toes, and lower the front toes. All right, but we're still staying on our tightrope because we now are going to lift and place that left leg in behind the right. So take it behind and bring it back in front and behind again and in front. 2 more, take it behind and in front. Last one, take it behind and in front, and feet are parallel. All right, so we're going to do a little bit of a combination. So we're going to take it into a little bit of a sit in your imaginary chair, bringing your arms chest height. Excuse me, we're going to do that 4 times, and then we're going to do some heel lifts. We're going to put the 2 movements together. So we're going to add some specific breathing to it. So I know we've been breathing all along, but I want you to specifically inhale and exhale as we do certain moves. So arms are to the side. I'm turning sideways just so you can see. Your feet are a little bit wider than hip distance. So the hip bones are really here, not where the outer part of the body is. So your feet are a little bit wider than where your hip bones are. So slowly just sit back as you inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, straighten the body out. Inhale. And exhale, but try not to let those knees go too far forward. I'd rather the backside go out more. Inhale. And exhale up. Let's go for 1 more. Inhale. And exhale up. So we're going to take it to lifting our heels up. The arms are going to come out to the side. So lift the heels. It doesn't have to be far. And you can actually just shift your weight if lifting the heels is a problem, if you're not holding on to anything. So lift the heels, the arms go out to the side and take it down. And let's add that breathing. Inhale up, taking it down. And again, inhale up, taking it down. 1 more. Inhale up and take it down. So we're going to put the 2 moves together. We are going to take it down and then up as we move the 2 movements together. So here we go. Slowly sit it back. Inhale. And exhale. Taking it with an inhale. So we change the breathing a little bit. And exhale as we flow into the movement. Taking it with an inhale. And up with an exhale. Last one. And inhale. And up with an exhale. And taking it all the way down. All right, so we did a little bit of side movements when we did our mermaid. We're going to expand on that a bit. We're going to take it into a wide stance. It's called a plie position. We're not doing ballet, though. We're going to do some plie squats. When we do come down, you want to try to take that turn out, turning from your hip, not the knee. The knee's not meant to twist. And as we take it all the way down, or as far down as we're going to go, then we're just going to bring that back up. And we're just going to add on afterwards, taking it into a side bend. So let's just bring your arms out to the sides for this. So just taking it down and bringing yourself up. Taking it down for 2. So trying to aim your knee between your 2nd and 3rd toe so you don't pull anything in the knees. Taking it for 3, and up, one more, and 4, and up. So we're gonna take it into side bend over to the right. You're gonna bring the left arm up and over, and then we're gonna alternate taking it to the other side. So just taking it all the way up and then switching. I'm kind of like fanning my arms. Taking it for 2 or a windmill, whatever you want to visualize, and taking it for 3 and over. Last one, taking it for 4 and over and down. So we're going to take it into a little bit of a plie and then bringing the arms up and over. So we're going to do the 2 full moves in between. I change it up. Sometimes I do half a move in between each. We're doing the full move. So here we go, taking it all the way down and up, taking it over and over, and taking it down and up, bringing it, reach over and over, going for 2 more. So taking it down and up and over, reaching one more complete set, all the way down, all the way up, reach and reach, and then the arms come down. All right, so we're going to do a little bit of a roll down followed by a standing cat-cow using the chair, and then following that with a little bit of a bird dog. So we've done those before. So we're going to take it in our roll down. So in our roll down, you can either roll down to the top of your chair, roll down to the seat of the chair, or roll down to the floor with your hands, not the whole body. So some of the cueing, you want to be up nice and tall, lift your kneecaps up. Imagine you're lifting those kneecaps up. You're going to slowly tuck your chin, soften your knees, belly button in as you just roll yourself down. You can use your hands on your thighs for support. Reach either for the top of the chair, reach for the bottom of the chair, getting that nice little stretch in the lower back. You can go, if you're used to this, you can go farther down, reaching towards the floor, just stretching out the back. You can also let your arms just hang like a yoga ragdoll. And now to come back up, if you're concerned or if you're a little kind of stuck down there, you can place your hands on the seat of your chair or on your thighs as you slowly roll up in the opposite way you roll down, all the way up. We're just going to roll down one more time. So you're tucking your chin, softening your knees, engaging the abs, just rolling yourself down, one vertebra at a time. You shouldn't feel any strain or pressure on that lower back. If you do, come out of the position and come up or use the chair. And now from here, we're just going to roll ourselves back up, all the way up, bone by bone by bone. So from here, we're going to take it into a standing version of a cat-cow. And again, these are all to make your spine more flexible, more supple, so that you're not as stiff. So slight soft knees, not all the way down, but soft, placing your hands on the chair, trying to keep that nice flat back. And you're going to tuck your hips, tuck your chin, press your upper back towards the ceiling. And now slowly uncurl that. The tail goes up, your chest comes up. You're not bringing your head all the way up. And again, tuck your chin, tuck your hips, press your back up towards the sky, making sure those knees stay slightly bent, and reverse that with a little bit of an arch. Lift your chest, lift your tail, and now neutral position, your back is flat. From this position, we're going to take it into a bird dog. You're going to slide your right leg slightly back and that left arm slightly forward on the chair. And we're just going to lift and lower that, the arm that's extended 3 times. So slightly lift it up a little bit and take it down. Lift up for 2 and down, 1 more, and 3 and down, Slide that extended leg back in, bring the hand back to the edge of the chair. We're gonna do the same thing with the other side. So you're gonna slide your left leg out straight, the right arm, making sure it's the opposite arm, opposite leg. And now lift the arm and leg for 1, taking it down, and 2, and down, 1 more, and 3, and down, bringing them back in and bringing the body up. So that was a variation on a bird dog. So an actual bird dog is typically done on the mat. Don't want you to do it, but I'm just gonna show you. You would be on your hands and knees in that, what we call a tabletop position, and you would be extending opposite arm, opposite leg, getting it as straight and even with your body as you can. So that's a typical bird dog. It does work your core. Could be little bit hard on your knees and your wrists if you have issues. So I like doing the chair version. It still gets that balance and that coordination, and it's really a great little bit stretch and exercise. So we're gonna do, I think, one more standing thing, and then we'll take it down to the chair. I'm turning my chair sideways. You're gonna extend your right leg fairly far back. Feel that little bit of a stretch in the hip area into the front of the thigh. Don't lean back and feel it in the lower back. And now just very, very small movement. Just push your hip forward a tiny bit. You don't even really see. You're just getting that deeper stretch. And if you are more flexible and you need a deeper stretch, then you're going to lower, especially if you have no knee issues, you're going to lower that right knee, the back leg, down towards the floor a little bit. So my head and my knee are still in one straight line. I'm not putting any pressure in anything. I'm not leaning forward, just taking it down a little bit. If that doesn't work for you, stand up a little bit straighter, take any pressure off that anywhere that you might feel the pressure. We're just holding that. Typically, ideally, we should be holding our stretches for 30 to 60 seconds. So we are going to straighten out both legs, but keep your feet in this distance. And now try lowering your back heel towards the floor, getting a stretch in the calf. And now still staying in this position, you're going to keep a flat back, keep your head in alignment with the spine, meaning don't lift your chin up or down, it just stays in the natural position. You're going to fold your body in half. As you lean it forward with a flat back, you're going to start to feel the stretch in the back of your front leg, into the hamstring, the back of the thigh, the glutes. And then slowly bring yourself up. And we're just going to switch positions of the legs. So step far back like you did on the other side. Push your hip a little bit forward, get that stretch there, but not so much that you're feeling it in your back. For a little bit of a deeper stretch, if you were able to on the other side, then just lower that left knee a little bit. Again, keeping the head and knee in alignment. Now you're going to keep your feet in the same position, but you're going to straighten out both legs. Lower the back heel down to the floor if you can. Feel the stretch in the calf. You're going to hinge at the hips. Keep your back flat. Keep your head in alignment with the spine. Feeling the stretch now in the front leg, in the back of that leg. And slowly bringing yourself back, bringing the legs back together. And we are going to take it onto our chairs. So just remember, there is on the chairs here, there is a slight curve on it. So I want you to stay safe and don't lean too far forward. So now in this position, we're just going to take it into, gosh, I am really short, I can't touch the floor. All right, in this position, we're just going to sit here, bringing the arms out to the side. We're going to take a nice deep inhale. As we inhale, just bring the arms all the way up, palms face each other. Exhale, push it away. We're going to go for 2 more times like that. Nice cleansing breath. Inhale, feel the rib cage expand. Exhale, push it away. 1 more time. Nice deep inhale all the way up. And exhale all the way down. and breathe normally. In some of my classes where I use like an elastic band, those thick bands that almost look like a scarf, and you put them against the rib cage and you can actually see the expansion of the ribs. We have a lot of muscles in between the bones of our ribs, in our ribs. And those muscles, the only way to really work them is to do that kind of breathing. We're strengthening and working the muscles in our rib cage. So we really need to do that. And in addition, it's a relaxer. So if you ever feel stressed or anything, just take those nice deep breaths, a couple of them, and it relaxes your body. It's really good for you. So we are going to take it into some shoulder rolls. We did some standing. We're going to do a couple in a seated position, and we're going to end on the fourth shoulder roll. And we're just going to bring our hands out to the side. So we're just getting our bodies into the right position. So let's bring the shoulders up towards the ear, reach back and feel and come down your back. Good. 3 more, all the way up and taking it down. 2 more, all the way up and bringing it back, taking it for 1 more, all the way up and taking it back, holding the arms there. Arms are out to the side. If your arms get tired, move them anywhere you need to. But from this position, you're going to look all the way over your right shoulder. Slight hold there. And now take it back to the center, then look all the way over the left shoulder. And take it back to the center. We're going to do a variation of that. Look over the right shoulder again. You're going to tap your chin down towards the collarbone. So taking it down, then lift it up. We're going to tap it 2 more times. Tap it down, lift it up. 1 more time, tap it down and lift it up and bring your head back to the center. So do the same thing on the other side. Look all the way over the left shoulder. And again, tap the chin down to the collarbone and bring it up and tap it down and up 1 more time. Tap it down and bring it up. Bring your head back to the center. And let's just shake out the arms a little bit. All right, we're going to move on to, we'll come back to a couple of different neck stretches, but we're going to move on to the shoulders. So you're going to bring your right arm out to the side. Now try, if you can, if you have no shoulder or back issues, try reaching the arm back without letting your body go with it, opening up even more. And then bring it towards the front. Take that left hand, the palm is up, and reach for the forearm. And help that arm continue over across your chest. Now try to drop the shoulder. Don't have it all the way up like this. Drop it down. Make sure that you do any movements with your shoulders very gently. If you don't feel anything if you feel something that's not quite right, then get out of the position. So now you're going to bring that arm forward. You're going to slide your left hand to the upper arm. Help reach up as high as you can, like the arm just came out of its socket, reaching really high. And now bend at the elbow, reaching towards that same shoulder. If you can, pushing more from the front. If not, just stay where you're good. If you're more flexible and can come up and over, but if you're straining to get there, then come back to the prior position. We're going to take it into a little bit of a side bend in this position, only if it feels good for you. And bringing yourself all the way back up, dropping the arm down. So now you're going to take that same arm, hand out to the side, and reach back, getting the stretch in the underside of the forearm. For a deeper stretch, if you want it, palm up, bring the fingers down. It's a little bit more intense. And then releasing that hand. So that same thing on the other side. So you're going to take your left arm out to the side first. If you can, reach it back. If that's not good for you, then don't. And now slowly start bringing that left arm to the center. The right hand is face up. Reach for the forearm as you bring it across. There's other variations of this. If you know a different one, then feel free to use it. Sometimes you come up like this. Again, you do what's best for you. Make sure that that shoulder is not coming all the way up, lower that shoulder. Holding that position. And then you're going to bring that arm back to the center. Support under the upper arm, reach the fingers towards the sky as much as you can first. Then bend towards your shoulder. So you can continue pushing from the front if you're able to come up and over and taking it into that little bit of a side bend. And bringing yourself back up, releasing the arm. Bringing that left hand out like you're saying stop. Gently bring the fingers back for that initial wrist and forearm stretch. And for that deeper stretch, if you want it, flip the palm up. Bring the fingers down for a little bit more of an intense stretch. And release the hand. And we're going to take it into a little bit of an inhale. So inhale all the way up. The palms will touch over your head if you can. Exhale as the hands come down towards the center of your chest. Breathe normally. Rotate your fingertips towards me. And now up and over towards yourself. It's a little bit more awkward, so don't push or force anything. And again, up and over towards me. Up and over towards yourself. Now just up to the ceiling. Now interlace your fingers. You're going to flip your palms towards me. And now push your arms away, stretching the fingers and the hands. Make sure you don't straighten out your arms so much that you're locking your elbows. You want to keep slightly soft. You never want to put any kind of explosion or quick motions towards with any of your joints. And now just bring the hands back in. So we're going to take it to a little bit of a heel lift. I'm just sitting forward so I can put my foot down on the floor. So we're going to start with lifting the hips as far up as we can, holding it there with a little bit of a squeeze. After the fifth one, we're going to add some arm movements to it. You have a choice of no movement at all, taking it down to the side or up towards the ceiling. So whenever I say add your arm movements, you pick what you want to do, and it's okay to just continue with the heels and not do anything. So you're going to slowly just lift your heels all the way up, get that nice stretch, and take them down. Bring them up for 2 and down. Up for 3, hold and take it down. 2 more, up for 4 and down. 1 more like this, and 5 and down. You're going to add your arms, bringing them up with the heels, reach and bring them back in. Out for 2 and in. Reach for 3 and in. 2 more. Taking it out for 4 and in. Last one, out for 5 and bring it in and bring the arms down. All right, so we're going to take it down to the lower body a little bit more. So you're going to bring your legs out in a nice wide stance. Hands are in on the inner thighs. And you're just going to gently press the thighs back, feeling that nice stretch. And then just relaxing a little bit. And again, press it back. And relax. 1 more, but we're going to hold that press a little bit longer. Press and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. So still keeping your hands in the inner thigh. I'm not really pressing back quite so much, but I am going to keep my upper body fairly flat as I lean forward, as if your chest is coming down towards the floor. By doing that, I'm automatically just pressing into my thighs more, just by the position of my body. And be safe on that chair. Make sure that you don't fall off. Holding that position, I'm going to slightly rotate so that that right shoulder is towards the floor. As I'm doing that, I'm actually pushing into that right thigh a little bit more. Not on purpose, it's just the position of my body is causing me to do that. And now bring it back to the center and switch to the other side. So rotate so that left shoulder is headed down towards the floor. taking it back to the center and bringing yourself up. So we're gonna do two different versions of a side bend, kind of a take on a yoga warrior. The first one a little bit less so, but you're gonna bring your arms out to the side. You're gonna lean to the right, placing that right forearm on your thigh, looking up towards the ceiling. You have the option to stay here and not move that right arm, or you can move the right arm behind the right leg or in front. In front is a little harder, so do what is safe for you. Don't strain anything. And in order to come back up, if you're not strong enough to just come up, slide your forearm on that leg and give yourself a little bit of a lift. Now taking it over to the other side, same thing, bringing the forearm to the thigh, looking up towards the hand that's towards the ceiling. Either keeping that left arm where it is, or bringing it in front of the leg or behind the leg. Again, in front's a little bit harder. Don't do anything that causes you strain. This is supposed to feel good. We're not supposed to injure ourselves. So again, in order to come up, you can slide that left forearm onto the thigh and help yourself up and bring the arms down. We're gonna take it into a little bit more of a yoga warrior. So you're going to have the option to do, again, what we just did, or bring your right leg out straight. You can either keep your foot in that position or rotate so the foot is facing forward. If that's too awkward for you, if that doesn't feel good, then keep it out to the side. And now we're gonna bring our arms out to the side and we're gonna take it towards that bent leg, just like we did before. So slowly taking it down. You can stop with your arm on the thigh, or you can just directly reach down towards the floor or wherever you wanna go. And then you're gonna bring the arms back. We're gonna take it in the other direction. And don't place any weight on that extended knee. And bringing yourself up, bringing the arms down. So bring that right leg in, the left leg out, whatever position is good for you, either out to the side or facing forward. And now we're going to take it to the right first. So take it over to the right, whichever direction you're going with that arm, the right arm. Bringing yourself all the way back up, taking it to the opposite position. And bringing yourself back up, and the arms come down. So you're going to extend your right leg out with the heel down, toe up. We're stretching the back of the leg. We did a little bit of that when we were standing. Don't put any pressure on the extended knee. You're going to lean towards it as if your chest is going to come towards your thigh. If you feel secure enough on your chair, reach your hand towards that right foot. Getting even a deeper stretch. Be mindful of that chair. And bring yourself back up. So now that right leg, you're either going to cross at the ankle or cross on top of the thigh, whatever your body allows you to do. Pressing down into that thigh, provided you don't have any hip issues. Keeping your back flat, I'm going to lean so that my chest is aiming towards my calf. You should feel that stretch in that right glute area. And then bringing yourself back up. You're going to take your left hand in the center of the right thigh. Use the leg for leverage as you push into it. You're twisting to look all the way over your right shoulder. Again, don't over twist. Taking it back to the center. Rotate the ankle 5 times. That's 1, 2. Good. Try not to move anything else. 3, 4, 5. Reverse for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And you can lay down. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So you're going to extend your left leg out. The heel is down, the toes up, leaning towards it. reaching towards your foot if you can. Don't put any pressure on your extended knee. Carefully bringing yourself back up, crossing your ankle to ankle or ankle to thigh. Gonna push down in that open up hip area. Keeping your back flat, leaning towards the calf. And then slowly bring yourself back up. Now you're going to take the right hand in the center of the left thigh, use that leg for leverage. Push into it as you twist to look all the way over the left shoulder. Taking it back to the center, rotating your ankle 5 times around for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, reversing it for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And bringing that leg down. So we're going to take it down to the mat just for a few minutes. Some of the stuff that we've done on the chair, you can also do on the mat. You can also, when I say, when we sit down and put your soles of your feet together, you can just bring your legs like this or bring your legs like that. I'll try to coach you through that. If you're going down on the mat, have that rope available. You're going to be on your back, extending your hands and feet to the opposite direction. If you're on the chair, you can choose to sit back and really just reach it up, or do one leg at a time for a few minutes and then bring the other leg out and reaching. It's just getting that lengthening feeling. So take yourself wherever you're going to be, on the chair or on the floor. Extend your hands and feet to the opposite sides of the room. And just imagine somebody grabbed hold of your wrists and ankles and they're pulling you in the opposite position. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. And again, nice deep inhale. And exhale. And breathe normally. So if you're in your chair, you can bring your arms down to the side. You can bend your knees so that they're just normal seating position. If you're on your mat, you can slowly bring your right knee in towards your chest, reaching behind the thigh. And you can do a similar thing on the chair, just reaching behind the thigh if you can. You don't have to lift too high. You're also going to try straightening out that right leg all the way out for 1, and bend, and 2, and bend 1 more, and 3, and bend. You're going to rotate your ankle 3 times. That's 1, 2, 3, reverse for 1, 2, and 3. And you're going to take that left hand on the outside of the right leg, or you can cross your right leg over the other like you just did before, bringing that leg over, leaning towards it if you're on your chair, extending out your right arm to the right, turning your head to look to that right hand. And bringing yourself back to the center. And lowering your foot down on the mat, extending the leg out. On the chair, just in a normal seated position. And now for the other side, you're going to bring your left knee into the chest. You're going to reach for the back of the thigh and just hug that leg in at any height that is good for you. We're going to go for 3 extensions all the way out for 1, and bend, and 2, and bend 1 more, and 3, and bend. You're going to rotate the ankle for 1, 2, 3, reverse for 1, 2, 3. And now you're going to place that right hand on the outside of the left leg. Do whatever you did on the other side, either crossing the leg over like you did. That's it. And bringing the arm out, turning your head. And bringing it back to the center, hugging that knee in. and releasing that leg and taking it all the way out. And again, we're gonna just reach the hands and feet to the opposite sides of the room, as if somebody pulling your hands and feet in the opposite direction. And just bringing your hands towards your sides. And you're just going to bring your knees. If you're in your chair, just in a bent knee position. And if you're on the mat, just bring your knees in. So you're gonna take your right ankle and cross it in the center of the left leg. We did that earlier on the chair. You're gonna take the right hand and push that leg away, opening up the hips, and you're gonna be pushing down on it if you're in your chair. And now you're gonna keep your legs in whatever position you're in, whether you're on the mat or whether you're seated. Just ease up on any pressure that you're putting on that inner thigh. If you are in your chair, your body is gonna lower towards your legs. If you're on the mat, you're gonna bring your legs up towards your chest. So you can lean forward, getting that little bit of a stretch. If you're on the mat, the legs come into you. If you're on the chair, you're coming to your legs. And then releasing that leg, lowering that left foot to the mat or the floor, the right foot down on the floor. You're gonna cross on the other side now. So recross the other side. Placing your hand on the inner thigh, whether you're seated or on the chair. Pushing away, opening up your hip. And easing up on the inner thigh. And again, if you are on the chair, you're gonna lower your body towards your legs. If you're on the mat, you're gonna bring your legs in towards your body. And releasing that leg, lowering it down. And other foot on the mat. So we're gonna take it up to a seated position. Those on the chair, you're already seated. Those on the mat, not. So come up to a seated position. Now, if you can, on your chair, you're bringing the feet together, seeing if you can open your legs out to the side. If you're on the mat, see if you can get the feet together and come down even farther. So you can lean in and just lean forward, opening up the thighs. All we're doing is what we did. You can even bring your leg, both feet out like we did before in this position when we were seated and you leaned forward. So any variation of that, we're just getting the hip flexors to stretch, taking it forward. And then bringing yourself back up. We're going to make our way up to a standing position. So come up in a way that you know is safe. So your feet are hip distance apart, your shoulders are level. We're going to do a little bit of some neck stretches I mentioned earlier. So you're going to look all the way over your right shoulder. You're going to drop your chin, roll it across your chest from right to left. And then you're going to look back to the center. Now you're going to look all the way over the left, drop your chin, roll it across your chest, left to right, and then look to the center. You're going to lower your right ear to the right shoulder. This might be enough of a stretch for you. If you want a deeper stretch, you can try taking the right fingertips at that left temple, adding a little bit of tension. You can also try placing that left hand towards the floor. The arm is away from the body. The next level would be to take that left hand behind your back if you can. And then releasing the hand behind the back, release the hand at the head, slowly bring your head up, lower that left ear to the left shoulder. Again, you could stay here. Left fingertips at that right temple, applying a little bit of pressure. Reaching the right fingertips towards the floor if you can. The arm is away from the body. And you can also place that right hand behind the back for that deeper stretch. And then releasing the hand that's behind the back, release the hand that's at the head, bring your head up. I'm gonna bring my arms in front. I'm turning sideways so you can see. My arms are in a 90-degree angle. I'm just tipping my head, reaching the fingertips to the crown of the head, letting the weight of my arms gently bring my head down. Stretching out a little bit of the back of the neck. And then releasing the fingers, slowly bringing your head up, bringing the hands to your side. So we're just going to take a nice deep inhale. The hands are going to come up, the palms are not going to touch. So inhale, bringing the hands all the way up. You're going to rotate the palms forward as you drop the elbows to your sides. Inhale again, the palms come up, face each other, but they don't touch. Exhale, drop the elbows down, the palms face forward, squeeze the shoulder blades together. One more time, bringing it all the way up. Exhale, coming all the way down. Breathe normally. Reach your hands behind your body all the way out, squeezing the shoulder blades together. If you're able to, you don't have shoulder issues and you want that deeper stretch, opening up the chest, you can interlace your fingers. If that's not good for you, then just continue reaching behind. So I'm interlacing the fingers and driving my knuckles down towards the ground. Again, make sure that you're not feeling anything that does not feel right for you. Just opening up the chest. Our posture is so very important. So some of these chest openers are important for us to do all the time. Otherwise, your body starts dropping forward. So you're going to release your hands. If we don't open the chest, the muscles get tight and they pull our shoulders in. So we want to make sure that we keep them up and back. So we're bringing our heels closer together. The palms are facing forward. And when we inhale, we're going to lift the heels, lift the hands, and lift the eyes up to the ceiling. But you're not going to lift your head up. Just the eyes are going to look up. When we exhale, we're going to do everything in reverse, and we're going to look down to the floor. Again, not dropping the chin, but lowering the eyes. So nice deep inhale. Inhale up, heels up, hands up, look up to the ceiling without moving your head. Exhale, turn the hands away, slowly lower the heels, lower the eyes down to the floor. 2 more times. Inhale, bring everything up, the heels, the hands, the eyes. Exhale, everything comes down, the heels, the hands, the eyes. We're taking it 1 more time, bringing everything up and exhaling and bringing everything down. All right, I want to thank all of you for joining me. Hopefully we will see you again in the next 2 weeks. Take care now.
Thanks.
All righty.